You ever notice how some people don't have to say they're annoyed? Their face already did it for them. They could be having the best day of their life and still look like you just interrupted something important. And the worst part? You know someone exactly like this. Maybe it's your boss. Your mom. That one friend who always looks vaguely disappointed even when nothing's wrong. You've spent years trying to figure out what you did. Spoiler, you didn't do anything. Their face just decided to look like that, permanently. Welcome. You're about to understand why being around them feels like work. Here's what happens when someone always looks displeased. You stop existing around them. You start performing. Every conversation becomes a test. Every joke lands differently because you're watching their face for approval that never quite arrives. And even when they say, "I'm fine," their face says otherwise. And faces are louder than words, so you adjust, you become lighter than you feel. You fill silences before they get heavy. You manage a mood that might not even exist. Not because they asked you to, but because their face made it feel necessary. And here's the thing. They probably have no idea this is happening. They think they're just existing, being normal, minding their business. But everyone around them is reading their face like a warning label, and reacting accordingly. Most people get the benefit of the doubt. Their neutral face reads as approachable. But some people's neutral face reads as already irritated. Already done. Already one small thing away from being openly annoyed. And now you're walking on eggshells around someone who isn't even upset. Here's the part that breaks it. At some point, you realize you're not reacting to a person anymore. You're reacting to their face, and you can't tell the difference. Neither can they. So you stay exhausted. They stay confused about why people seem tense, and the distance grows. You reading their face as judgment, them reading your tension as rejection. Nobody's lying. Everyone's just trapped, and here's what nobody says out loud. You're not obligated to stay in that, even if they don't mean it. Even if it's not their fault. Even if they're good people under the resting scowl. Because intention doesn't erase impact. And if being around someone requires constant performance just to keep the peace, that's not a relationship. That's labor. Some people's faces create weight that no amount of effort can lift. And you're allowed to stop trying, not because they're bad, but because hard to be around doesn't need a villain. It just needs an effect. So tell me, do you know someone whose face makes every interaction feel like a test? Or are you starting to realize your face might be doing that to the people around you? Because either way, you're leaving every conversation feeling like you failed a test you never signed up for.